Okay, we are here with Indiana State linebacker Kendall Walker. ISU plays Missouri State at Springfield on Saturday. Kendall, first of all, you're coming back. You missed 2 games, and that alone has to be, fire you up. Just talk about your process and getting back onto the field.
Yeah, past 2 weeks have been pretty rough. I had a concussion, so it's pretty much on the couch for 2 straight weeks. So this week I've just been, conditioning hard, trying to get back into football shape. So I'm very excited to be back out here with my brothers and playing football again.
You've gone through the concussion protocol before. You went through it 2 years ago. What was it like to go through it again, and how is the process different after you've gone through it one time before? I imagine, you have to. There's probably even more precautions than there would be otherwise. Kind of illustrate how that goes and how you kind of have to, go with it, even though you're probably chomping at the bit to get back on the field.
First of all, I say it's very stressful because, when you have a concussion, there's really no treatment other than rest.
Right.
So you can't really, there's no stim, you can't really do anything. You can't really take, any Tylenol, Advil. So it's very stressful. Compared to my first one, I think 2 years ago, we have to fill out as many sheets. There are a lot of what are those things called symptoms, so they're way more strict with the symptoms, or way more, I guess they follow you a lot more now. So it's stressful, so you just gotta wait for your brain to heal. So it's kind of outside your control, so when you feel better,
Was it frustrating to have to go through it again? I mean, football players have to do that. I mean, concussions and football unfortunately go together, and it's part of the deal. But I imagine when you went through it in 2013, it was frustrating enough, but then to go through it, especially in your senior year, how did you deal with that? Just frustration, and just had to get something you had to get past.
Yeah, it stunk, but I think having the first time, I think more prepared for it, so I know what I needed to do. So getting back, I was just more, more hands-on with my, treatment, just resting, just not doing anything. So I think that definitely helped me just from experience.
There's so much emphasis these days on concussions, and as a player, what do you agree with the emphasis on it? Do you think that's good for you? Do you feel like it's where it should be? Is it too much? Is it not enough? Where do you kind of come down on that, especially since you've had a couple yourself?
I think it's going the right direction. It's a lot better from even from when I was in high school, 5 years ago. So it's came a long way. It'd probably get better in some ways. How it still stays, or still kind of shallow in that area. So it's getting a lot better. So I agree with everything you're doing right now. So
yeah, I asked Coach Sanford, you're an old enough player to remember when it's still kind of treated like you get your bell rung, you go back out there and play. Certainly I'm old enough to remember that. With the concern over it now as a player, is that something that you have to, I guess, psychologically get past, to get back on the field, since people take it so much more seriously now? Is that something you have to go through as well?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's crazy. You go through all the protocol, but as soon as you get back on the field, you cannot, put on a helmet, you can feel like it. It's a lot. It's really crazy. So just, I think knowing the difference between getting your bell rung and having the concussion, I think just from experience for me having the first one. So I kind of knew right away. But not everybody knows, because not everybody's have one, because it wasn't as serious back then.
As far as Missouri State is concerned, just talk about the defensive emphasis. You get a lot of guys back this week. You come back, Kevin Beecham comes back, Antonio Broadus comes back. We'll see about some of the other guys that are dinged up, but having that infusion of depth, and in your case a starter, can't hurt. And just talk about the keys against the Bears this weekend.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's good to have 3 or 4 guys back. We get to be almost full strength for defense. For Missouri State, we just got to go out and play our game, get better on defense, getting them off on the field on 3rd down, getting more turnovers. It's playing a more complete game, not playing, having a good first half, slow second half. So just win the 4th quarter.
Making a statement on your first conference game is obviously important too, and just talk about the importance of that, especially a road game. And Missouri State hasn't been easy the last couple years, but just talk about the importance of getting to 1-0 start, and kind of letting the league know that you guys are mean business this year.
Oh yeah, first conference game, you definitely want to come out with a bang. Show confidence you're serious. With us, I think preseason we picked like 7th, and we were a game or 2 away from winning conference last year. So we still don't get the respect we deserve. So just coming out and just having a statement game, just showing the conference last year wasn't a fluke.
Sounds good, Kendall. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.